Ladies and gentlemen, our next keynote is about a critical skill required for any SMB. When it comes to inventory management, it becomes critical because this is something that directly impacts your cash flows, it impacts your customer satisfaction, and it is so crucial in the competitive world of today that you have the right product in the right quantity at the right time, isn't it? Our next speaker is someone who has mastered this art very skillfully, especially because for a lot of us, there's not one supplier or one manufacturer, right? You're managing different supply chains. So how do you ensure that they're in line with your expectations when it comes to their capabilities of meeting deadlines and handling volumes? Our next speaker is Taniya Biswas, and she is the co-founder of Suta, a brand that is loved for its sustainability practices and has been growing every year at a great rate. At Suta, Taniya navigates the complexities of inventory management while championing mindful fashion and sustainable practices. Really looking forward to this one. Please put your hands together for Taniya Biswas, co-founder of Suta.
Hello, everyone. Very good to be here today. My name is Taniya Biswas, and I'm the co-founder of the brand Suta. Let me tell you a little bit about Suta to begin with, and then we will talk about the elephant in the room, inventory management. It's the most crucial for all our businesses, especially apparel business. Suta is an 8-year-old brand, and me and my sister Sujata, we started this brand. We are engineers and MBAs and don't have a background in textile. We started this for two reasons. One, to see an impact with our work. We were in the corporate world for the longest time, and we did not see direct impact with our work in people's lives. So we picked the industry textile because textile is the second largest employment provider in India. And our weavers and artisans, as we all know, are not continuing doing their work because there's scarcity, there's not that promise that you will get work throughout the year. Hence, we picked this sector, and the second reason is that we wanted to bring back saris in people's lives. And we are very happy to say that today we have revolutionized saris, and 8 years in this journey and still a long way to go. Today, we are working with 17,000 weavers and artisans across India. We started with 2 weavers and 1 employee back in 2016. And today, I'm so proud to say that the family is only growing stronger and bigger. 17,000 of us and constant work. So let me tell you that to think that working with so many people is such a great thing, but fashion has its own cycle. There are lows and there are highs. As we all know, December, January, June, July has always been the bad months for apparel. How do you constantly make sure that these people get constant work? And hence comes in inventory management. Do you stop working with the weavers because you don't need production anymore? No, right? That's a promise with which we started the company, and hence that cannot change. A sense of purpose. That is what we started with. When we started working with these weavers across India, we realized that not just one person is involved in making a product. The whole family is involved. The whole community is involved. And when we started working with the family, we realized the bank account is just one. The head of the family gets the money and then uses the money for their home. But when we realized that the whole family is involved, especially the partner or the mother is involved in making or weaving the sari, why just one account? And then we opened accounts for the women in the family. And according to the kind of work they do, the money is divided in the accounts, and they all are empowered now. And hence, the community of weavers who are women is growing much more and faster. It is such an empowering decision that we took. Now the whole weaver village is empowered. We see the schools doing much better. The infrastructure has become much better. It is very difficult to make sure that what you're doing, you can replicate in other villages because inventory management is such a big issue. The supply chain has to be uniform. What we did here is that we thought that opening a factory where everybody comes to the factory to work and we do the QC with them, we see the number of products made by one weaver, we can control it better. But the systems don't work as easily as we imagined them to. When we spoke to the weavers and artisans in the villages, we realized that they are very happy working from their homes, from their backyard, where they have the loom set. Do you want to just uproot that, bring them in one space and set up a factory just because my processes will become easier? No. The answer was no for us, and hence we let them work as they used to work and continue doing so. How do we now connect all these weavers and artisans, that is 17,000 today, to the customers globally? And how do we make sure that we scale with this solution? How do we make sure the quality control stays the same? How do we make sure that we deliver impeccable quality products that Suta is known for? We opened hubs in these places where most of the weavers are situated. We opened these factories where there's quality check happening, where the kids of the village who are educated are controlling the systems and their manual interactions with the weavers. We have opened these facilities where people come and work for QC and washing the products and then tagging what happens at the same place. They enter the data in the system from these factories and then they travel to the warehouses across India. Here, the weavers do not need to come to these centers and work, but they take the thread back to their homes, they take the design back, they work on the saris, they deliver the products, and then this QC happens at these centers. Here, we should always know that why we are doing, what is the vision of the company, and then you get the systems which will work according to your vision. Now, the reason why we started this company was that we see impact with our work. One day, we were in the village last year, and we were rushing to a meeting where all the weavers had gathered. We were having food together. One old lady sitting in a corner called us, said, "Tanya, please come over. Can you sit with me?" I was baffled. I thought, why is she calling me? I went to her, I sat. She was quiet and didn't utter a word. I was looking at my watch saying that, oh, I'm getting late for that. I was rushing. Then she said, "Look around and tell me, what do you see?" I was thinking, is she delusional? Why is she asking me such a question when I'm rushing? What do I look around? I said, there are a lot of trees, and I thought that probably she is talking about the tree plantation drive we did. I said, oh, the place looks green. It's nice. She said, no. Can you think of 2016 and today? Can you tell me, what do you see today? Then I paused. It occurred to me the deep question that she's asking. She said, can you see the women running? Can you see the kids studying? Can you see that the entire space is empowered? Not in these words, of course, in the local language. But she mentioned that there's a huge change in the way the people are living. I could see the impact then. And I could see that the small change that opening accounts for women that we made, that women can take work back home, can work for the family, can take care of the kids, and also work and submit the work where the quality doesn't suffer. Now, the second question is, we are working with all these weavers, we are constantly working with them, production is great, but what do you do with the dead stock? What do you do with all the products that you are constantly making? And if you crack that, I think you have cracked the business, right? So the first and foremost thing that we do is reshooting the product, because maybe that's something that didn't work. Second is putting it in marketplaces where probably on your website it's not moving. There's so many places where you can put your products up and circulate the stock. Of course, the last option is discounting, which we don't really want. The bottom line gets hit. We don't want to do that. So what we have slowly and steadily developed. There are three ways that we process the dead stock. First is Suta Garage. What is Suta Garage? Where we sell defective products of Suta. When the weavers weave a sari or a product, it is not always that the product is of impeccable quality. There are defects, and what do we do with them? We do not discard these products because, as we all know, how much textile industry creates the wastages. It's around 7,800 kilotons annually is what we create. Can you imagine? It gives me goosebumps to even imagine the amount of waste that we create, and it's all going in the landfills. Suta Garage is a section where we sell the defective products. You can see the model wearing the sari. With that, we put the picture of the defect. In the polka dots, if you see, there's a double block print that has happened. That's the defect of the sari. We can't sell it because we are known for the quality. We put in the defect section. We put a discount on it. And you won't believe the number of first-time buyers who come to Suta. A lot of people told us, peers and investors, and when you generally have a discussion in the community, they say, are you not diluting your brand by selling defective products? But I'll tell you, when the vision is so big, when you communicate to your customers right, and when you see the larger impact with your work, I don't think any of these out-of-box ideas will fail. Suta Garage has given us a massive revenue. It doesn't keep our dead stock dead. It moves faster. A lot of new customers come to us because they get a cheaper price, and then they become a return customer. We do Suta Earth as a big campaign where we take defective products back from people, or a product that has torn, that has stained, that is even not Suta. We take it from customers. We give them a coupon code for which they can shop back at Suta. So their sales, I ensure sales happen because they get a coupon. And we upcycle those products to make bags. And we all know we don't throw bags, we use them. And we have made around 5.5 lakhs of these bags, and we have reduced 44,000 kilos of wastage through this. Imagine if every business thinks this way, we can go a long way and also ensure the business is coming to your company. And I'll tell you, the communication that happens is the key. When you constantly are telling why are you doing a certain thing to your customers, they understand. And you don't have customers then, you build a community. Suta Relove. So Relove is a platform, it's a company in itself with who we have partnered and where you can resell your products. The customers can directly upload their saris or products, and new customers can see the products at a discounted rate. There's a back-end calculation AI algorithm working behind that. It's just a tool. You can use it to sell. And a certain percentage, a commission that can come back to you. You can also think of it as new people seeing your products and coming back to you the second time. 50% of the buyers are first-time buyers. When we analyze the data, it blew my mind. And 60% of the same customer base has come back to us within a year's time to buy a second time. So these numbers are great, right? And you can always resell your products. You can always put the dead stock in sections like Relove, in sections like Garage, and move them. Now the larger impact. This is the impact, and that's where the products are not lying, the landfills. It's scary, 78,000 kilotons. And we have saved it. We have upcycled a lot of products to different kind of innovative weaves. There's a product called Kesh that we have made. We cut and make foliaging. If you know saris, you'll know what I'm talking about. So dead stock doesn't become a scary thing. You can move your inventory faster. I'll tell you a small anecdote that 2020 was a scary phase. A lot of the businesses got shut. We were also in the verge of not understanding what to do and pausing the business. But we also realized that This is the time that we can make a difference. We were sitting on a large stock, large inventory, but that didn't scare us. What scared us was that a lot of weavers and artisans reaching out to us saying that, Didi, आप अगर आज मुझसे खरीदोगे नहीं, I'll not eat tomorrow. That made me understand that I'm at such a powerful position of communicating with customers and I can sell my products so that the weavers are not sitting on huge stock of goods that is not going to the brick and mortar stores. We kept taking products from them. We communicated to the customers that these are not our products, we haven't designed it. But these are made by weavers. We are trying to put it out there so that you can buy them and your contribution to the weavers is going to be great so that they can eat tomorrow. This communication worked like magic. People started buying. We started selling in huge quantities like no tomorrow. We grew 3 times in terms of the number of weavers, in terms of revenue, in terms of employee strength sitting at home. The power of communication is so strong, inventory management falls flat because it's not a scary word anymore. People started buying, not knowing when we are going to ship, and the growth was immense that year. Again, we were working with the best of the best weavers in India, and we could communicate through technology because when everyone is sitting at home, people adapted to technology so much faster, and that made us realize that we can build technology so that we can communicate with weavers sitting across all over India. Today, I don't have to travel to meet them every month, every year. I can send them designs, I can send them the raw material, and they make it work. Today, it's not end-to-end integration, it hasn't happened yet, but I don't think it's going to be a difficult task. We have an ERP system to manage inventory, we have order management systems, we have warehouse management systems, but it still hasn't reached to the weavers wherein I understand the progress of work. There's a lot of manual intervention till now, but I don't think that's a difficult task. There's a lot of support systems today to make it happen. Where are we today? Today, we have 10 physical stores. We have 17,000 plus weavers and artisans. We are at a run rate of 100 crore, and we are still bootstrapped. And all the weavers who work with us, they have 365 days of work without any middlemen. So I think we have to constantly look at our dreams. We have to dream bigger, and the systems will make sure we achieve our dreams. How do we design a better future? Is how we dream, we keep dreaming, and making it work one step at a time. Thank you. If you guys have any questions, you can please ask.
Thank you for that, Tanya. See, the hands are already going up, so I think the lady who's got her hand raised, if we can. All right, we'll start with you, ma'am. And then we get the mic behind, yeah?
Hi, I'm Apurva, and I have a clothing brand myself. I started last year. So the challenge that I am facing is having visibility online. And as a new brand, like there's so many brands now, and they are huge. So what is that one thing that, or like a few things that I can do slightly differently that makes me, set apart? And one more thing, that how to develop an offline channel as well, as it can be another channel of revenue. Thank you.
I think visibility is something that we are all running after, and it's so difficult because there are so many of us. Honestly, I think the thing that has worked for us as a brand is being honest. Being honest as a brand, communicating the true essence of the brand, telling the value proposition that your product has, celebrating that constantly, and that one winner that your product has, you have to constantly talk it. In fact, shout out loud saying that, okay, my product has this value and I'm offering this, has made a change. And also the community that we have built, it's not that we only treat them as customers, they're like family members. We take how Farm Easy does, things. They were just talking about taking feedback, very seriously, that when we get 2 complaints, we don't let it become the 3rd complaint. We work on it, we fix the problem. Listening to the customers will make sure that you retain them, and then the word of mouth grows, right? Because paid marketing is difficult to crack. The CAC is only increasing today. So I think just being very honest as a brand, telling the true essence of the brand to the customers really worked. Offline channels we have developed through franchisee model, where 3 stores are our own, rest 7 stores are franchisees. They're all owned by customers and first-time business owners. The passion that people had for the brand has helped us achieve this. But as a bootstrap brand, you can't invest too much in offline stores because the capex is too high. Hence, we developed a model for FOCO, where the franchisee owns it, we run it. And that's how we can have better control of the stores because it's very new for us. That's one way that you can develop it so you don't have a huge investment there and your money doesn't get stuck in capex. We can talk about it offline if you want insights on how we grew the franchisee model. I can help you out with that.
Thank you. That would
Thank
be
you.
great. Thank you so
If you
much.
just pass the mic back on,
Sure.
the lady in the orange. Please keep your question brief, ma'am.
So hi Tanya, I am Swastik, founder of Haatse, and I can proudly say that I am your college alumni in that way. And we do the business same as yours, the like Haatse, where the sustainable brand, accessories. So my question is that like as we are working with the many informal artisans across India, so many times when we put an order, like we customize the design to them, it
I'm not
get
able to
delayed.
hear you properly.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so as we closely work with the women artisans across India, so whenever we work with the tribal women, especially because of the informal sector, the order we put, the inventory we want to, make them work, it get delay many a time. So how you deal with such kind of crisis?
I think delay, the right estimation of lead time has always been a little difficult at the start. But when you have better communication and also like work a little in advance and have a great plan in hand, it works. We have also made sure that there's always a backup that we have for launching. That also comes with scale. Honestly, I know that it's quite tough when you're a small business to do that. We have always planned 2 launches and not 1 during that month so that it can fill the gap in. But better planning and better communication with weavers has always helped us, and telling them why we need it now at this time so that the festivities are starting, etc. Communicating better with them, identifying where the bottleneck is and solving that for them has always helped us. For example, if thread has always been a problem, we made sure we provide it to them and not rely on them procuring it. But again, it depends on the industry and the product what you are working with. So, yeah.
Thank you for
Thank you
answering
so
that.
much.
And ladies and gentlemen, please take your questions off the stage now. We're running short on time. Thank you so much, Tanya. Remain on stage as I welcome back on stage Alina and Kushi from the Borzo team to present Tanya with a memento from Borzo. And, Suta is a great example of a business which has its heart in the right place and it's growing so beautifully. So just for that, a huge round of applause
Thank you.
for Tanya Biswas.